families here. Husbandry is a simple term for animal health care. Now, it's very important that our animals take part in their own health care. As I said earlier, Parker up here on the right, he's weighing about 650 pounds right now. We give him eye drops. We need to take blood tests off him, things like that. Now, if he found that really scary, he's not going to want to take part in that, is he? But when you've got a 650-pound sea lion who really does not want to be taken care of, he's going to win that fight. So, it's very important we train them to make this a very positive experience. He will happily sit there, he'll have his teeth checked. There you go, having his teeth checked right now, so we're going to look inside his mouth, make sure everything's okay there. We can give him eye drops. We can have him lie down. We can have any of our sea lions lie down and have blood drawn from them as well. Also, there you go, perhaps him a lie down there so we can inspect him, check for cuts, bruises, anything like that. We also have a big cart. If we ever need to take one of these animals out to have surgery in our care centre, we don't want to put them in a cart that they're scared of. So again, we'll make sure it's a familiar environment to them. Sometimes you bring that cart here, they'll get inside, they're fine with it, they're comfortable with it. So it's nothing scary if we ever need to move them. So that's one reason why we train them, is that husbandry. The second reason we train them is for physical exercise. There we go, there's Harper doing a bit of bouncing in the back there. Okay, physical exercise is very important. We need our physical exercise. Whether it's walking, running, going to the gym, whatever we do during the day, that is exercise. So we come in here and we make sure these animals do lots of exercise. So you'll see them doing flipper stands, you'll see them in the water doing high energy exercises as well. We see Harpo doing a spin there on the land. So again, it's making sure they're fit and healthy. Very important for them. Now the third reason we train them is for mental stimulation. Okay? Theoretically, we could come in here, just give them their food and then leave them to it. But these are intelligent animals. Out in the ocean, these animals will continually be using their brains, hunting, looking out for predators, looking after their young if they have any, things like that. Now, in here, they don't have those issues. There are no predators here. They are well fed, so they don't need to hunt. So we need to make sure their brain still stays very active. Parker there is holding a fish in his mouth. This is a new thing he's learning, actually, how to hold the fish still until he's ready. But sometimes we'll have toys in here. We'll give them puzzles to work out. Sometimes we put a bottle in there with food in it, and they've got to work out how to open the bottle to get to some food. And you'll notice as well, when you see our trainers work with them, look at their hands. You'll see lots of sign language going on. These animals have learnt sign language, or a very basic sign language, so we can direct them using just the hands. It's quite something. So where do we start with this? Well, we start with what's called a target pole. So the very basics. Here's a target pole. And first of all, they target their nose on that. Okay, simple. These are the first little steps on how to train these animals. And then that target can turn into something else, maybe a fist. There's Megan in the centre there, working with Kane, just held her fist out. Kane came and targeted on the fist there. Okay, and then that fist can turn into that sign language. I mean, it might have been used the fist or the target pole to spin, and eventually you just spin in your hand. So again, it's developing that language, so there's an understanding there. So that's very important for their mental stimulation and ultimately for their physical health as well. Now Parker's going to get in the water. Let's see if he's going to have a little swim around or anything. But and here goes Harpo as well. So let's see, we might see a bit of physical exercise here from Harpo. Hopefully he's going to get in the water. Sometimes he'll do corpsing baby. Oh, he's going to grab something here. Hang on a second. So this is something we teach him as well, how to retrieve things as well. What's he got there? So he's got something there. I think, was there a message on that? I think there was a message on there. What is going on? What is going on? We got it, yes! Congratulations, guys! Now, I tell you, we don't have engagements during most of our shows, so this is something pretty special to watch here. So there we go. Harpo even takes part in engagement ceremonies. Now I've got the hardest job in the world, because I've got to follow that up with how to tell the difference between a seal and a sea lion. But let's go for it anyway, shall we? Okay, seals and sea lions. Two different animals. Okay, look at Parker up there on the beach, and Harpo over there on the side. Look at that coloration. Okay, see that nice, smooth, chocolatey colour? Okay, that is the colour of a California sea lion. Now if you see a seal, it might have been at the back there, but hopefully we'll see some very soon. The harbour seals here are very sort of speckledy, grey, black, charcoaly colours. So we like to think of them as the sea lions as chocolate and the harbour seals as cookies and cream, because we like ice cream here. So here we go. So that's one difference. However, of course, around the world, seals and sea lions are different colours. So it's the third wheel. Hey, Harpoach is taken. So, there's three other surefire ways to tell you the difference between a seal and a sea lion. Okay, first of all, I want you to look at the front flippers of our sea lions there. Okay, so there's Parker up here, there's Harpo on the beach, up on the rocks there. Sea lions have very large front flippers. They use them to propel themselves through the water. They use them, I mean, we saw Harpo standing up on his flippers earlier. They're very strong flippers. And also, it makes them very agile on land. They can walk around on land. Now, when you see one of the seals, their flippers are tiny at the front. They propel themselves with their back flippers. It does mean when a seal is up on land, it's not particularly graceful, it's not particularly agile. They drag themselves, a bit like an inchworm. It's called galumphing. So, think of, sea lion, big flipper, seal, bit of a chicken wing, really. Okay, so that's one difference. The next difference, if you put your hands to the side of your head, you should be able to feel your ears, yeah? You got ear flaps. I got ear flaps. Sea lions have ear flaps. So you can see on the side of their heads up there, you might have to see those ear flaps. There you go, Parker's ear flap, just there being shown. Okay, so they have their ear flaps. Seals do not have ear flaps. Seals do have ears, they can hear perfectly well, but it's an internal ear. There's a little hole at the side of their head. Okay, so if you're ever out in the ocean and you see a head poking out of the water, look for the ear flap. If you see an ear flap, you're looking at a sea lion. If you don't, you're looking at a seal. And then we have our other difference. I need your help on this one. Can you all do an impression of a seal for me? Let's hear you do an impression of a seal. Anyone? Yeah, completely wrong. You just did an impression of a sea lion. Yeah, sea lion. Let's see if we can hear a sea lion, possibly. Yeah, you're familiar with that noise, aren't you? Yeah? Okay, so that is a sea lion. Beautiful singing halfway, by the way. Thank you. Now, who wants to hear the seals? Do you want to hear the seals? Yeah? You want to hear the seals? Yeah! Not going to happen. I'll tell you why. They are very, very quiet animals. If you ever hear a seal, trust me, you are far too close to one. So, you're going to have to put up with my impression of a seal, okay? My life's been building up to this. Months of practice, so I'm nervous now. Okay, here we go. Here's a seal. Thank you very much. That's about it, really. So there we go. So the difference between seal and sea lions, we've got that coloration. We've got the front flippers, ear flaps, and finally, that vocalisation. Phew, we're all experts now. Now, we're often asked here how seals and sea lions are doing out in the ocean. They're doing pretty well. They're doing well. That's good. One of the reasons they're doing well is because we're starting to learn about sustainable seafood. Because I see what food we eat. I like fish, okay? It looks good. So, but we're learning now to actually fish for ourselves while leaving plenty in the ocean, okay? It's very important, sustainable seafood. But there are some other animals that are not doing very well or have had a past where they had a problem. Have you seen our sea otters yet? Anyone, you got to see our sea otters? If you haven't yet, go and see them in the Northern Pacific Gallery. Once upon a time, there were only 40 of them left. That was it, 40. They're now back up to about 3,200. They're being hunted for their fur. There were 450,000 once, down to 40. A bit pathetic, really. But we turned it around. We've saved them. Their numbers are increasing. So I want to introduce you to another guy here. Anyone know what this is? It's a type of whale. It's called a vaquita. Okay, it's not very well known, the vaquita. This is life-size. They're the smallest whale in the world. Now, the number of vaquita has plummeted. The last 20 years, the numbers have gone down by, believe it or not, nearly 100%. Today, the number of vaquita out in the ocean is somewhere around the 20 mark. 20. That is it. Okay, it's not that we're hunting them. It's in the area they live, in the Gulf of California, there are people hunting a fish which is actually illegal to catch, called a tutuaba. And they're using fishing nets which are outlawed. And they're catching these guys. They're mammals. They need to breathe. When they're caught in those nets, they can't come up to breathe. Okay, now, in that area, there are generations and generations of fishermen They need to make a living. It's a very complicated and difficult situation, and it's getting quite hard with those restrictions, but then you get the illegal ones coming in, trying to get the Tatuaba and catching these guys. We are trying to spread awareness on them now because, to be honest, they're going to be gone by the end of the year unless something is done. But we are trying to spread awareness. Check out the website, vaquitacpr.org. See what you can do, see if there's anything you can do to help out, or spread the word using that hashtag for a porpoise as well. So yeah, that's a bit of a joke there, but it's fun, that for a porpoise. It does help people remember. So yeah, that's all you do, spread that word. And if you think 20 is too little or it's too late, I hope that's not the case. The California Condor had a lot less than that. I believe there was 17. There are several hundred of them now, so that's happening. Guam Kingfisher, we've got some here. There are only 14 of those at one point. I think there's several hundred of those as well now. So we can turn it around, spread that word. Let's see what we can do. Anyway, thanks a lot for coming along. I hope you enjoyed the show today. Congratulations to the